Yes, there's tact with the truth, and then there's no tact with the truth. And obviously, we've got to be careful. There is no obligation in the Bible to kind of brutalize people with the truth about maybe their appearance or otherwise, or insecurities they have. And so, as a pastor, I have to be very careful how I minister to people, because sometimes the truth will be too much for a person. So there's things called timing, there's things called the way we put things, and the way we bring things across. And so one of the ways that we can try and navigate our way through this is to try and find out what's the best way of bringing across truth in a good way. And there are actually verses in the Bible where people are told to lie, or where people lied. Did you know that? There are. In Genesis 12, verses 10 to 13, you'll find the story of Abraham and Sarah. And they are off to see Pharaoh and going to Egypt. And Abraham convinces Sarah that, don't say you're my wife, say you're my sister, and they won't kill me. Which is, pretty good reason. Doesn't want to die. And they do. And he actually tries that trick later on, and it backfires on him. So it was for one time and one time only on this. Exodus 1, verse 17, has midwives lying. Which is how exciting. The midwives were delivering the children. Pharaoh had given the pronouncement, kill all the firstborn males. And so all these kids were supposed to be destroyed. And they were delivering these children. They were hiding them. And they were saying things like, the Israelite women, they're such stoical women. They can push him out before we get there. That's exactly what they were saying. So we can't get there on time, and we couldn't see them. And that's what they said to Pharaoh to try and get out of being told off. And 1 Samuel 16 has got the story of Samuel, and he's talking to God. And he's been told by God, go and anoint David, the shepherd boy. Well, go and anoint the new king. And Saul's around, Saul's the king, Saul's starting to get a bit paranoid and jealous. And he says, if I go there, and Saul asks why you're here, and I say, I'm come to anoint the new king, he'll kill me. What do I do? And so God says, take a heifer, and go and say that you're going to make a sacrifice, and on the sly, anoint the king. And so it's interesting that it seems to be that sometimes there are occasions when a lie seems to be okay. But I wouldn't say that's the general rule. I would say that's an exception to the rule.